Mexican actor Gael Garcia Bernal's rise and journey, one to be inspired by Ana Cobo. Gael Garcia Bernal's career is one to be envied by many. Let's discuss his beginnings in Mexico, his body of work, political ideals, and his new film, Old.
Time, in a way, travels the same, no? We experience it differently, but, time goes on the way that we kind of, we format.
Mexican cinema has been referred to as Hollywood of Latin America many times. Rightfully so. Quite a few actors have emerged from the Mexican film industry, making a smooth transition into the international world of cinema. One of those actors is the widely known and extremely talented Gael Garcia Bernal. Gael Garcia has been part of several Hollywood productions, often representing Latin, more specifically Mexican, culture.
After watching this movie, we all reflect on our own experiences that we have with family, with memory, with the loved ones,
His incredible talent has landed him roles with Hollywood's most prestigious networks and directors. His acting repertoire expands with over 60 credits. Gael Garcia Bernal was born to a family of artists in the Mexican city of Guadalajara, Jalisco. At a very young age, Gael was introduced into the world of acting thanks to his family's artistic endeavors. His first appearance was in Mexican television. Gael was part of the cast of a telenovela where Salma Hayek was playing the lead.
When we do the soaps in Mexico, we have something in our ear called apuntador that is feeding you all the lines.
Yeah.
At the tender age of 11, he landed the lead role in a children's telenovela called El Abuelo y Yo, My Grandpa and I, along with Mexican telenovela actress Ludwika Paleta. After his television journey, Gael Garcia decided to leave Mexico and attend drama school, becoming the first Mexican to win a full scholarship at the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. Prior to graduating, Gael Garcia booked the role that would change his whole life. Talk about overachievers.
Somebody came up and said, man, you were just like Cantinflas, man.
Oh, really?
You look like Cantinflas.
The comedian, yeah.
Amores Perros. Gael Garcia had just started his life as a student in London when he received a call from Alejandro González Iñárritu, asking him to audition. Iñárritu was developing his first feature film, Amores Perros, and was looking for an actor that could embody the role of Octavio. At the time, Iñárritu was still not the hotshot director he is now, but Gael Garcia liked the script and sent in the tape. Gael Garcia's talent landed him the role, and although he was still in school, he traveled back home to shoot Iñárritu's exciting vision.
Bueno. ¿Quién me habló?
Of course, young Gael wasn't ready for the thunderstorm of success that was going to hit Amores Perros. Amores Perros is a film that digs deeply into the themes of fate and death. It tells the story of three different groups of people and how their life choices lead them towards a fatal car crash. Several references to men's relationships with dogs and violence are made throughout the film. It touches upon some engrossing motifs like ephemeral beauty and the immediate urge of disloyalty birthed in the human race.
No te di permiso para entrar. ¿Qué estás viendo,
I also believe that there is some element of skepticism towards innocence mixed in there as well. Amores Perros is a solid and violent story that makes you think quite a lot, probably the reason it got so much attention. Amores Perros was selected for the Critics' Week at the Cannes Film Festival of 2000. Imagine how a 22-year-old Mexican kid felt while walking the red carpet with the most prestigious people in the film industry. Gael Garcia often tells a story where he recounts his feelings on that day, how nervous and in awe he was of being part of that film festival.
Mira, gordo, ven, cuánta lana, pero se lo voy a dar a tu jefa para que la guarde, para nosotros.
He often recalls how further away his expectations in life were before his experience in Cannes. His original plan was to move to London and work for a theater company that would allow him to work in Mexico. But fate is a mysterious thing, and Amores Perros was only the tip of this enormous mountain of success that Gael Garcia would embark on. Amores Perros won the prize for Critics of the Week at the Cannes Film Festival, and the film was then nominated for an Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film in 2000.
Bueno, pues, ¿para cuándo quiere la topa?
Para este sábado.
Amores Perros led the way to Garcia's next film, also a success, with another future Mexican icon, Alfonso Cuarón's Y tu mamá también, and Your Mother Also. Y tu mamá también. Y tu mamá también was Gael Garcia's second film. The fact that this film was also an incredible success speaks loudly about his talent and taste. Y tu mamá también was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, and also was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Foreign Language Film.
Parece que se le lleva con la mano y se perfila de frente al portero y chuta y... ¡Ah! ¡Parado!
Amores Perros and Y tu mamá también gave Gael Garcia Bernal unbelievable exposure, making his subsequent roles as good as his first one. Gael Garcia seemed to have an eye for the perfect script and always found deeper connections within his characters. A few known roles of Gael are The Motorcycle Diaries, based on the life of Argentinian revolutionary Che Guevara, Neruda, based on Chilean poet Pablo Neruda, and the beautiful Disney animated film Coco. Gael Garcia expanded his skills and became the voice of Hector.
This was your dream. You'll manage.
I can't do this without your songs, Hector.
I'm going home, Ernesto. Hate me if you want, but my mind is made up.
Most recently, Gael Garcia is part of the new film by prestigious American filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan, Old. The film was released this weekend, and people are raving. Apparently, there is an insane plot twist, as to be expected from M. Night. Watch the movie, and then tell me what you think. Anyway, back to Gael Garcia. A voice for many. Gael Garcia has always been aware of the incredible power he holds. Being mindful of his enormous platform, Gael has always been remarkably vocal about his political stances and ideals.
With that experience, that it incites you to share it. To know it's inherently you wanna.
He is consistently fighting back to tell the stories of those who are often unheard. Gael Garcia has taken the time to speak up in interviews about current political situations, speaking truthfully and intelligently about immigration, and recently had thrown awareness towards feminicides, the intentional murder of women for being women, in Mexico. His chosen roles often portray truth behind the political realities of Latin America. Gael Garcia Bernal is an actor who has accomplished much success throughout his life.
Most of the time, I let my mind rule, But sometimes the mind can't function, and it's the heart that takes over.
But I believe his success has gone beyond the superficial. After getting to know him through his work and watching the many interviews throughout the years, it is safe to assume that for him, filmmaking is so much more than spotlights and red carpets. Filmmaking is the stories he can tell, the people he can influence, and the lives he can change with his art.